Greetings and thank you for viewing my YouTube channel. I am Tavetta Patterson and today I am going to be sharing with you from my book entitled From Mourning to the Morning, an inspirational journey to peace. And the very first excerpt that I want to share is based on the topic, Don't Worry. This is chapter 3, Transitions. So, my mother was diagnosed while she was in the hospital with a medical condition, and the doctor told her that she needed surgery. I asked for the details to be put in writing so that I could better understand what was happening. The doctor wrote the diagnosis on a prescription piece of paper, but provided no plans to operate because my mother did not have medical insurance at that time. A nurse came in later to explain to my mother and me that she would be discharged from the hospital. A short time later, the person assigned to be my mother's caseworker entered the room. She said, "Here are your discharge papers. There's nothing more we can do here." I asked, "Can you please give my mother a walker so that I can help her get home?" Nevertheless, the caseworker looked at me with eyes void of compassion and said, "No." My mother looked at me and said, "Come on, don't worry about anything. Help me put my shoes on and take me home. I will be okay." Obviously, my mother could see the tears welling up in my eyes as I grew more and more disappointed with the lack of compassion displayed by the caseworker. It was such a painful, disappointing experience to witness how people without insurance are treated in America. I wondered to myself, what happened to America? As I put shoes on her feet, I can remember staring at a cold floor, then looking up at a person with a cold heart who had been assigned to facilitate the process. I could tell my mother was in pain. Nevertheless, she was concerned about comforting. I gathered all the strength I could and we left the hospital. There was a lot I did not understand. However, I knew I had to help my mother, and that experience elevated my faith to a higher level than I had ever experienced in my life. I held on to the words that my mother said to me that day. Don't worry about anything. And I stand on that word today, and I share that with you to encourage you. Don't worry. In fact, Philippians 4:6-7 says, "Don't worry about anything. Instead, pray about everything. Tell God what you need and thank Him for all He has done. Then you will experience God's peace, which exceeds anything we can understand. His peace will guard your hearts and mind as you live in Christ Jesus." And so, I hope that that word encourages you. I encourage you, keep your mind stayed on God and trust God to keep you in perfect peace in a place where you don't have to worry about anything. Because God is great. God is a great provider, and God is faithful to keep you. Thank you for viewing. God bless you. Continue success and progress, and may the rest of your life be the best of your life.